If you ever wonder what good scaffolding is in your shop, I had to take the scaffolding down for an upgrade so you can see the walls clear. And as you can see, everything in the everything, like basically the shop is full. And all this was in those shelves. So as soon as I get this put back together, the shelves will be up there and the floor will be clean. Okay, as you can see, we have finished our cleanup, and we have a shop back here we're able to use for other stuff. It's only 4 or 5 feet that it added to the pallet racks, but it made a big difference, and we have room for 4 more skis now, so hopefully that'll do for now. Doing garage maintenance. We have some projects we got to finish up here on the garage. We've got this hoist over here. It's a Chainmasters 2-ton. We're upgrading from a 1-ton there on the ground. We've already swapped that out, and we have a chain box for it, and we got to do something with this obnoxious wiring. So we're going to do that, and then we got some stuff to do with the tire changer. The tire changer's been in dire need of maintenance for a while, so we are going to deal with that as well. So on the wiring, we were going to get some cable and run it across the things there. You can see I've got angle iron up there on both sides of the shop, and we're going to draw cable across there, and the cable will have pulleys, and the pulleys will manage the electrical. That way we can slide it back and forth without the wiring getting caught up and everything. So we'll do that first. All right, so I ordered this cable. It's supposed to come with ferrules. We'll see if it does. And it does. Fantastic. Okay, we're gonna do that. There. Supposed to be 100 feet of this. We'll lay this out and cut it into thirds, and that should give us our starting point here. Okay, I'm going to already tell this is going to get crazy, so I'll lay these out here and we'll be back here in a minute. Okay guys, I've got this stuff ready to go. I've got all 3 of these done. We're going to take and crimp these bad boys here. I was going to put these in the vise, but I guess that's not going to work. So we'll just take it like this. Just one. And yes, if you're curious, I only stuck myself once, which once was enough. Obviously, those of you who know, once is more than enough. Okay. Having flashbacks of my old airplane working days, mechanicking days. So, and yes, we did them a lot better in the aircraft world. Did it way more professional. So we got these 3 here are done. They're fixed. We have pulleys. We have pulleys on the other end, and we're not crimping those because we'll set the distance and the gap when we get up there and mounted. So now we'll reposition the camera, we'll get mounting these and installing these, and we'll be good to go. As you can see, the snatch block for our hoist is up top there, which means all this chain dangles down and is going to scratch our jet skis. We don't want that, so we bought this really handy chain container here, and it'll store that chain while it keeps it out of the way, and we'll do that while we're up there finishing our wiring. Okay, everybody, bird's eye view of our cable system. Here's our cables. We still got some slack. I've still got to pull these a little tighter, but we're going to zip tie this wire up here real quick. We're going to start installing the chain box and we'll be good to go. All right, well, I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but we've got it up and it's working, and the chain bucket is hiding the chain now, and we'll get down there and try it and see if it works. Well, it's not a smooth transaction, but it does work. It keeps that cord out of the way from dangling into the skis and everything else. So it looks like this might work for us. We'll try it and we'll give it a week or two and see how it does. Okay guys, here we are. We're looking at a CNC lathe. It's coming home. The score of the week. Oh, we've got a lathe that's loaded in one piece. We call that double bonus. £9,000 of lathe rolling up the road, headed home. Got it moved into place. And we see it's got 10 stations, 10 tool post stations there. And then there's chucks and separate boxes of tooling we got. But there she is. She's in her home there where she's going to be. We'll get her hooked up and see if we can start making some parts. We're working on the tire changer now. We've got these valves down here. There's a couple different three-way valves here, and one of them went bad once, and I bypassed it and used this one. Kind of gave it a personality, and then I also made another valve in here, as you can see. So we finally got an upgrade kit. They finally make something from Hunter, and it's a retrofit kit. So I went ahead and bought it. So we're gonna take and make this work like it should. So here we go. Okay guys, there we have it. We have those two valves there, and there's a third valve. I made that valve with a lathe once upon a time, and I missed the shelf by like a couple thousandths, and it leaked. So we're going to go ahead and fix that, and we're going to go ahead and take out this other valve here. We're going to make it all like new again. Okay everybody, here's our retrofit kit. There's our nice new valve there, and there's our two valves that are paired by themselves. Then we have some adapters because the air lines are bigger on the newer models with the retrofit kit, so we're going to have adapters that are going to run the bigger hose. Okay guys, I ran into an issue. I got the new valve sitting here, and here's a valve that I made a few years ago. You can see I reused this piece here. There's a nut and a washer that holds it into a frame. That's how you install it. The new one missed quality control and it doesn't have a nut. So what I'm going to do is this head here, I made this valve. This head here, it should be interchangeable with this. I'll swap these out and use this one, and because I've replaced the O-rings, and if not, I'll swipe the O-rings off this one too. But we'll go ahead and just swap this all out and reuse it. So we'll try that and see how it goes. I changed my mind already. I grabbed a hold of this and spun this off, and it looks like these are not Loctited. So I'll just take and borrow this nut here and put it on the other one, and we'll be good to go. So it won't take nearly as long. Awesome. Okay guys, there we go. We got our nut and our washer back, and the valve works like it should. So we'll get back on it, get this together. Ran into some issues. Don't really know how to explain it, but I'll just try to show you the best I can. The machine didn't work as advertised when I got it all back together. I struggled through a little troubleshooting. It worked one way but not the other, and that didn't make any sense. So I swapped the valves, and it still worked one way, not the other, which made even less sense. So I had to stop assuming that the valves were what they were supposed to be. So I took the valves out, and I took my old valve and I tested it. And when the valve was closed, air did not flow. When you push the pedal, air would flow. The new valves worked opposite. With no pedal, air passed through. When you push the valve, it stopped the air. That was very frustrating because these plastic bodies are what broke, and that's what I really needed. So upon further inspection, I took the new valves apart and found that they had a different plunger. If you see them side by side here, you'll see where when this plunger is closed, they bypass on both sections. And when this plunger is closed, it locks one side and air's built up, you've got air pressure built up against here. So I know you guys are going to be building tire machines anytime soon, but I just thought I'd share this because the troubleshooting aspect still applies in other arenas. So what I found out was that the bodies, the plastic bodies, were actually the same. So my hat's off to Hunter and their engineering team. They minimalized changes through the systems, even though the years they changed the way they do their designs. I was able to use the brand new valve bodies and just change out the plungers, and it worked really well. So while I'm here, I'll show you my, this is my valve that I made years ago that leaked because I missed it by that much, right? And then this is the laboratory pedal that I used back in the day. We've been using this for years. So we took all that off and we changed all that around. And now we're gonna go back over here to the tire machine and we'll demonstrate it, and it's the way it's supposed to be used. We'll turn on the air here. Hey guys, we're back at the tire changer here. Powered on. We've got the rim clamp. Disconnects like it's supposed to. We have clockwise, counterclockwise. We have open, unlock. We have it's a little slower than I'd like, but it works. It's got the clamping power, so. And then you got the filler and the bead brake, and we're good to go. We got a tire changer.